Good morning, everyone. Good morning. And technically, it's still morning. It's 11:27, and I am about to get jumping. This morning, I sat outside and did a few things out in the daylight, trying to get my eyes adjusted. They say, like, if you just wake up and start looking at your phone, you really need some sunshine in your eyes. That's like an Ayurvedic thing. Anyway, Joy and I hung out outside just now on my Chase Lounge. And now I had a little bit of a probiotic this morning. And now I'm putting some, watch this, alfalfa. This is like the consistency of blood. It's good for oxygen. It's a herbal additive. It's energizing. Hi, Elaine. How are you? Hi, Debbie. I'm just showing y'all my green alfalfa drink. It's called Evergreen. And you know what? If you Google the benefits alfalfa, you'll understand why I'm adding this to my water. My mom used to drink one of those and something else called Sunrise, and she'd make what she called a sunrise cocktail to give her energy in the morning to go do her walks at 6:30. So, isn't that a pretty color? I know it's dark green. Let me turn it upside down. I put it in my cold bottle of water from the refrigerator. That looks yummy. It has like a peppermint flavor. It's really good. I did a video about a year ago about Evergreen and read all the benefits of alfalfa. I just Googled benefits of alfalfa and then I read them. So this comes from the alfalfa plant. But anyway, I'm going to drink that today instead of water. Maybe it'll give me a little bit of energy. And it's great to see you all, you guys. Elaine and Sheila and Debbie, and I'm sure there's many more. But I haven't done my 10 minutes today, so I'm going to get it done and feel good about it. How about y'all? How are y'all doing on your rebounding? How are you rebounding? Have y'all already rebounded for today? Joy and I spent a little time outside in nature. We had an argument with the security guard across the street. He doesn't like when I walk Joy on the taxpayer school property. But anyway, it's just stupid. So, let me get my timing going. Alexa, give me a 1-minute timer. Alexa, give me a 1-minute timer. 1 minute. 1 minute. 7 minutes. Alexa, give me a 5-minute timer. Alexa, give me a 5-minute timer. Alexa, give me a 5-minute timer. She can't hear me. Okay, now she's got it going on. So, my rebounder is shaking. Hold on. Something's going on. It's out of balance. I guess it needs to have 2 legs on the floor instead of the carpet, instead of the rug. So, I have been plotting and planning and scheming. No, I haven't. I'm just kidding. I thought that would sound exciting, but no, just got a lot in my head, a lot going on. Alexa, stop. So there's the 1-minute timer. I was gonna ask y'all, and I talked to Sheila yesterday, but how long do you see? Okay, that's not even the right question. Hold on. I don't know what I want to ask. What do I want to talk about today? Let's see. Okay, so I'm going to talk about the book I'm reading. Y'all, I'm reading that book called The Fat Switch, and it's fascinating right now. If you're going to pick any one chapter, I would say the video called chapter, I think it's 6 and 7, where they talk about uric acid in the body and how that oxidates cells. And so I want to contact like a natural medicine doctor and find out how can you get like a uric acid test just to see where your uric acid levels are, because they say that triggers the fat switch and tells your body to store. And then the next chapter was like, I think it was 9 and 10 and 11 and 12. I'm reading so many of them that they're all kind of coming together. But oh yeah, they were talking about fructose. I think it was in chapter 10. And then they're talking about just sugar in general, like sugar cane coming over from India into Europe, and how all the nobles and all the kings and queens were ordering it because that they could afford it. It was so expensive. And so all the nobles were fat, and the kings and queens and the emperors were fat, but the commoner people were not fat. And then how the next couple of chapters are going to talk about how they had made sugar so prevalent and so cheap that it's now put into foods to make you want the foods, like to get addicted to the foods and crave the foods, so that you're going to spend your money on those foods. And so it's like been just a it's a 180. It's just like it's no longer for nobility. It's now for even the commoner, whoever you want to call that, but just the regular person who can afford, anything at a convenience store or a grocery store or any kind of store. And it's just an interesting concept to think about. And for me, the reason I'm reading it is because I'm hoping that something I hear from a science perspective will have me flip my own switch in my head, because my mom, she flipped her switch in her head at the age of 70 and just stopped having sugar, stopped drinking alcohol, stopped eating flour and gluten, and all the things that we've been told can be harmful to our health. And obviously not everybody has the same experience with food, but people have to figure out what their own, kryptonite is, so to speak, and then learn how to, if they can't get a hold of it, maybe work on and learn how to get a hold of something. Okay, so Alexa, 5 more minutes. Alexa, add 5 more minutes. Alexa, give me a second timer for 1 minute. Alexa, give me a second timer for 1 minute. Okay, now we're going to take a moment of silence and we're going to think about our gratitude for the day. Alexa, stop. Okay, so hopefully you had a chance to think about something that you're grateful for today, for something that can bring you joy. And I just want to appreciate the time that I've had in the last 6 months to dedicate myself to rebounding for myself and for my commitment to myself. And that I did it, that I've been rebounding for basically 6 months in a row. And I've stayed consistent with it. And I'm grateful for that. I'm grateful for the time. I'm grateful for the opportunity to be able to read all these books and have the interest. Like I haven't always been that interested in my life where I've dedicated so much time to learning and growing and expanding my understanding and my awareness of science and circumstances and things. So I just want to say I'm grateful for this time and this moment in my life where this is something that I'm really dedicated to and interested in right now. So, oh, good. I see somebody added something big. So when I get off of this trampoline, this rebound, I can't wait to see the comments. So I'm going to turn and give myself some high knee action. So, my calves get sore doing the same thing in the house bounce. So you just gotta remember when I used to say, be gentle with yourself and be patient and listen to your body, be in touch with your body, figure out what your body needs. Breathe. Get the oxygen up to your brain. Your cells want all this oxygen that you're pumping from the rebounder. I think I sleep better since I've been rebounding. Because I feel like when I do close my eyes, I sleep pretty hard and I get well rested. So that's a benefit that I haven't really talked about that I'm noticing after 6 months. I'm going to do a video soon talking about what I experienced after rebounding consecutively for basically 180 days. So I think I'll wait and do my video in 10 days. But I'm really trying to do some awareness on the channel to help it grow. Help people like us who are interested in support and accountability to continue to connect, because I know that this channel can help and serve the people that are wanting the connection, who are interested in feeling more connected on YouTube. Alexa, stop. All right, there's the 10 minutes. Let me do my little head training and then I'll come and read the comments. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Slay the day! Slay the day! Blast off! Blast off! Slay the day! Oh, I can't wait to finish drinking this lovely green. It's got like a effervescence. All right, I'm gonna pound today. All right, let's see. Where are my glasses? I think they're over by. I broke my clear glasses last night. I dropped them. Thank God I have other readers sitting around in the house. And you can just grab a new pair easily. Woo! Wow, that's a red. Oh, it's a red light today. Tara! Hey! So good to see you, Tara. All right, Elaine, Sheila. Yeah, it doesn't taste like grass. It tastes like peppermint and actually good. Did mine at 8 a.m. All right. Gotta do it early. Sugar has been my vice for a long time. I'm slowly getting rid of sugar out of my life. I know I need to. I want to. I'm thankful for that. I used to go grocery shopping and half of my cart would just be junk and sweets. Not anymore. Good, Debbie. That's awesome. I get mostly fruit. That's awesome. We're live, bouncing together, Lydia. Awesome, Tara. It's been a while since we've had synced up. I love it. Oh, that's awesome. Tara is from the OG, the original people. We met her on the original New Year's Day bounce, I think. Or maybe it was the motivational meetup. Alexa, give me a 5-minute timer. Alexa, give me a 5-minute timer. Okay, I'm gonna tell y'all. Okay, so Elaine probably has already left because she's busy with her work. But yesterday I wasn't feeling it in my pink progress dress update. I just felt like that, like looking at my stomach, it just looked like it hadn't changed since the last time. But then I watched the video, and when I turned around to get up on the trampoline, I noticed that like the back of my hips and my butt area, it looked smaller than the other pink progress dress updates that I had done. And so I felt a little better. I was thinking, maybe we don't always, that's why I do the pink progress dress, because it's so touching my skin that I can just feel every little difference that it feels. And it didn't feel any different in the stomach, but it did look a little different to me from the back view, which I can't hardly ever see very often. And so I felt a little better. I was like, if the changes are happening in my legs, my thighs, my like above my knees, that part of my thigh, and where the legs go in, for the hips, they go in and then they have a little bit of a curve. It feels like there's tightness and changing there. Well, that's not going to be visible on a dress. So I was trying to give myself a break because, literally I have been doing my rebounding. And when I lay in bed and I feel my leg, it feels hard. It feels muscular. And it just feels like it's getting more like a rock. And I just know that because I had such big legs with a lot of fat around them, it was just going to be a long time before you could really see any change, because there's just a lot of excess around it. And so I can feel my legs feel different. And those pink pajama pants, they just are baggy, and they used to be fitted and tight. And obviously they're cotton, so they probably stretch. But when you wash them and they're fresh out of the dryer, they're always smallest, and then they get stretched out through sleeping in them. So what I titled this video was Just Keep Bouncing. Like, even when you feel like your body is going through like a stabilization set point, kind of a reaction. Just do what you know to do. Just keep bouncing through it until something changes. Like, because we all know that stopping, if I stop bouncing, which that's not what I'm planning, I'm still planning on making it to my day 200 in a row. So I've got 29 days to go for 200 consistent bounces in a row. But what I'm thinking of is, when you just get disappointed that you don't have, like, in the beginning, you have hope and ideas and visions and possibility. And then when you don't see them as much as you might have imagined, that's when you lose that kind of momentum. And so I just want to say, just keep bouncing, because we all know that bouncing is good for us, but we're not always going to know what's happening. And I did a video one time where I showed a plant, and underneath the plant were all these roots were growing. And the roots were growing because they needed to be able to have a system, a pathway for getting nutrition to survive. So the energy had to be building the roots first before it was going to start growing at the top. And I was just saying, that's how our bodies are. Everything is happening under the surface. And I feel like, because I'm not dieting, I feel like the muscle that I have built up, it utilizes the food that I do eat. Like yesterday, I ate one meal a day. Oh, I ate one meal yesterday, and it was like at 3:30 or 4, and it was Mexican food, and I didn't eat anything after that. Alexa, stop. So, but this morning, like, I woke up and I feel like my stomach's flatter, like I don't feel bloated or full, or I don't feel fat, or, anything like that. Like, I don't feel anything different. I feel reasonable and normal with my digestion. So anyway, I'm just saying and trying to be encouraging to say, just keep bouncing, bounce through your life. Like, no matter what is happening to your life, the good and the bad, just keep bouncing, because we know that bouncing is good for us, and it's only going to be better if you bounce. If you're going through a hard time and you don't bounce, then your hard time's going to be harder. Because at least you can be proud of something that you're doing, like bouncing. So let's see. I thought I saw somebody's comment come up. So my 5-minute pounding timer just went off, and I have so much on the docket of things to do. I hope you guys have a fabulous day. What are y'all going to do today? I was going to go to Galveston and drive to the beach, but I decided there's some things I have to do before that. And so I'm not going to give myself that little break, but maybe I will on Friday. I don't know. We'll see. I was debating whether I should bring Joy or not, because I think she would enjoy getting all sandy and dirty. But then I got to deal with her in my car, and then I'm going to have to clean it anyway. So now I'm just rambling. All right. So let's see. There's a comment. Debbie says, I mentioned you on Off Grid with Doug and Stacy. They were talking about rebounding. Oh, thanks, Debbie. Is that the two carnivores? I don't know who. I got to go find Off Grid. I don't know who that is. I'll have to go see them, find their channel. So, but at this point, Off Grid sounds lovely. If I could make a lifestyle and survive off of Off Grid financially, it would be kind of nice to take a break. So I just would want internet like they have. No, they are on YouTube. Yeah. So, okay. So they're just regular people. Their whole thing is just being Off Grid. They're not promoting like a special diet or anything like that. So, all right. So my changes feel like more muscle. I feel like I have more muscle. It's so hard to see, but I feel it. Wish my arms looked like that. I feel it in the how solid and hard things are. And I did those weights yesterday and I feel it. I feel it right here in my all right. So homesteaders. Okay. I'll go look them up. Sheila, thank you. Thank you for doing that. You know what I wish? And I will totally do this. I mean, we did it with some other people. Like in the early days, I was talking about other people's channels on my channel. I wish more YouTubers would share about other people's, channels, even if it didn't benefit them, like even if it was just to maybe help them, because I would and I do that to others. So I just think like the people who are all in the same boat need to be helping each other. And I'm talking about like YouTubers who have more of a following, to help. I saw a guy do that today. He's like this 7 foot tall guy, and he said he had 5 million subscribers, and he met an old man who was just starting off with his channel and just had a few, like 30 subscribers, and he talked about the man's channel to have his 5 million people go and make his day by going subscribing to his channel. So anyway, if anybody has less subscribers than me and wants me to chat about their channel, I'm happy to do that, because I think it's nice to help the little guys. I think you started following them when we were on the CR2 7 days ago. Okay, good. Awesome. I will go look and see if I recognize them. All right, guys. Continue to be the joy you wish to see in the world and create more joy. And if you don't know how to do that, you start with your own thoughts of gratitude and joy. So that's what that 1 minute is for. And I look forward to seeing y'all this afternoon. Bye, guys.